Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first podcast of Peace and Profits Trading. My name is Federico and I'm with
David Corral.
And today we'll be talking about our first topic, which is overtrading. So, David, what is overtrading?
Yeah, overtrading is a big part that every trader has to face in its journey of becoming a professional trader. And there are four big parts when it comes to overtrading. So first of all, it's trading outside your trading plan and not sticking to your trading rules. Yeah, because every trader has to follow his own rules, and if you don't stick to them, it will lead into overtrading. The second point I think about is revenge trading. Basically, if you traded and you have a loss, you have a loss in your book for the day, and then you try to make it back to get to break even or even get into money for the day. And a lot of overtrading comes from revenge trading, basically. Also, with that being said, impatience is a really big factor when it comes to overtrading, because a lot of traders are trying to impose their will on the marketplace. They are not patient, and if they are impatient, of course, it leads to overtrading, and they are executing way too much positions. And the last point, which is also really important, I kind of touched it already, but it's imposing your will on the marketplace and not accepting the loss. Those four big reasons are really important when it comes to overtrading, and they are really crucial factors to becoming a professional trader. Federico, I would like to ask you questions. What are the main reasons why traders fall into the trap of overtrading?
There are a couple of reasons. The first would be greed. When a person is greedy and like either a win or a loss, then if the expectation of the outcome is not what he or she wanted, then because they want more, it will lead to them engaging more in the marketplace than they initially planned, which lead to overtrading. Then we have impulsiveness and boredom, which work hand in hand together. And if a trader is impulsive, then he or she is not patient enough. And if the trader is bored, then if you spend hours in front of a chart and you don't see any setup, then you start thinking about like needing to just get paid, and it's like a psychological trap that traders fall into, which through the boredom, then they will engage in a marketplace which could be subpar in delivery, and then take a loss, hurting them twice. One for not sticking to the trading plan, for being impulsive over trading, and the equity going down. And finally, revenge trading, which is pretty much the emotion of feeling vengeance, which is actually the weakest part I had in the battle against overtrading, which was a trap that I fell, and I will go more deeply into the next question.
Thank you very much for your insights. And I would like to go to the next question. Throughout your years of trading, what have your experience been with overtrading? And how did you realize it was overtrading?
Yeah, good question. And my main experience comes with revenge trading and vengeance, because I'm a very confident person in general in all aspects while I was growing up. And when I discovered the world of trading, I had the problem of overconfidence. So like when I saw a setup and everything was sticking, and I'm like, okay, I'm going in. And then if the market took me out, then within even 1-2 minutes, without even considering the new information that came out, I would like, okay, enter again, without reanalyzing everything with the same risk or even sometimes more risk. To be greedy, I'm like, okay, I lost 1%, I'm gonna go with like 1.5% risk so I can make even more money. And that ended up like burning me a lot. And after years of experience then, and through journaling, I developed a couple of techniques that pretty much mitigated completely this problem. And what about you, David? What have your experiences been with overtrading?
Yeah, of course, in my early beginnings of my trading career, I faced a lot of problems, especially with overtrading. And for me, it's like avoiding too much chart time is really the key. In my early beginnings, I really was in front of the charts like 4 hours. I'm looking like the chart like the whole entire day, trying to catch something, trying to see setups, trying to force anything. And the biggest part for me, what I learned now with experience, is that I have to avoid too much chart time. And when the setup is basically not there, so when my model is not speaking, I will close the chart and be content for the day. So I will not try to force anything. I will not talk myself into a trade. Um, yes, and basically I've learned that I have to accept it, that my model, that my setup is not an everyday setup, and it's not every day into the charts, because I really want to execute my trades when it's like the highest probability in my favor. And as I said earlier, I really don't try to force it, and it has to be there or it hasn't. So therefore, yes, I really focusing on my setup. I'm trying to stick to my rules, and with that being said, I can really prevent myself from over trading. And a big part for me as
Yeah.
well at the beginning was that I was thinking, okay, now I've spent so much time here in front of the charts, looking at the screens, analyzing the charts, and looking for potential setups. Then in my mind, I was thinking, okay, now that I have spent so much time here looking at the screens, and therefore I have to make some money for today. And yeah, this is really kind of a trap for myself, and this is a bad habit. But right now, yeah, I overcome it through experience, through journaling, through learning, yeah, lessons for myself, and building the discipline to stick to my training plan, and yes, basically avoid over trading. Yeah.
Thank you for the insights. They were good. Thanks.
Thank you very much. And now we will do a 2 minute and 30-second pause. We call that the reflection time. So Federico and me, we have prepared 3 questions for you. So the first question is, what has your experience been with overtrading? The second question is, what were the causes for you to overtrade? And the last question, what you do or are doing to fix them. So we want you now to take your time, take the 2 minute and 30 seconds, and reflect on those questions and try to improve yourself. And we will be right back. And after that 2 minute 30-second reflection time, we will go into the last section of the video, and we want to talk about how we personally solved the overtrading. Okay, welcome back, guys. I hope the reflection time was really productive and you found some insights for yourself, about yourself. And now, Federico, I would like to ask you the most important question for today. How have we solved overtrading?
Okay, my first step is actually realizing it was overtrading, especially revenge trading, which was my big problem. So after realizing the problem, I'm like, okay, I really like to follow rules. So in my trading plan, I implemented a one trade per day, and that is fixed. Doesn't matter if I win the trade, lose the trade, break even. If I enter by mistake and close it instantly, it's still the trade for the day, and I'm done. And that really helps because, like, even if I want to enter again, I'm like, I have to stop myself, close the charts, and then just wait for the following day. Doesn't matter if it's a London trade, New York morning, New York PM, New York lunch, doesn't matter. And secondly, I created a procedure, step-by-step procedure of what I need to do when a trade is lost, and that really helps to like reset my brain for and not bring any luggage to the trade the following days. And these two steps in my new trading plan have solved over trading because I physically can't. Even if I want to, I have to follow my risk setup, my risk management, and my procedure when a trade is lost. So really like put myself in a box and not be able to escape it, and that's how I solved over trading. What about you, David?
That's a really nice insights. Thank you very much, Federico. For me, it's basically avoiding too much chart time, and therefore I'm trying to focus basically on one session. And for me, my best performance is during the AM session, New York local time, so the silver bullet time frame. So basically from 10 a.m. in the morning to 11 a.m. New York local time. So I focus for that 1 hour time window, and inside that 1 hour time window, I want to look for my model. If it's there, of course, I'm trading it. If my model is not present, I'm being content, I'm being relaxed, I'm not trying to force it. So I have fixed rules in my trading plan for me executing at maximum 2 positions per day. So when my first position is a loss and I got stopped out, then I am allowing myself to have like one more position with half the risk. So basically, if my first trade is at 0.5% risk, my second trade will be at 0.25% risk. With that, I'm trying to mitigate my drawdown. And for example, if I got stopped out and I'm really sure that this was just a stop hunt, I basically make myself available to enter again and enter on my daily bias. And a lot of the times it was really helpful and it mitigated drawdown really efficiently. Of course, if I have one winner, if my first trade is a winning position, I am be content for that day and stop trading, journaling, and trying to be productive and enjoy life.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Thanks for the insights.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So this was the first podcast about overtrading. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, Peace and Profits. We are doing the bi-weekly podcast, so basically every 2 weeks. And yes, in the meanwhile, we are uploading our trades on our YouTube channel. We are uploading every single trade we take. So basically winners, losers, and break-even trades. So you can follow us up along that way. And with that being said, Federico, thank you so much for sharing your insights, sharing your experience, and yes, thank you.
Yep. Thanks for the chat and see you in 2 weeks. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.